Merry Christmas. I have a very interesting video today. I saw this on Twitter. Okay, a little background before I pull this up. I saw this on Twitter. Okay, and I kind of talking about it, and I looked it up, and I guess this thing has gone viral. This video has gone viral. This guy's video has gone viral. I'm gonna let him speak. Cause I think y'all kids need to watch this, man.
Yo, pornography ruined my life at one time. I was actually addicted to pornography. I was introduced to pornography at a very early age. And I am going to be as transparent as possible with you guys because that's how it should be. All this fabrication and faking that people went through things or speaking about things they don't know about, I don't really subscribe to that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? People do all this research and then jump cut and then get on here and talk about stuff they never experienced. I don't subscribe to that. Well, when I was in high school, I think the peak of it was like my 10th grade year. I was addicted bad, and it ruined many different aspects of my life. I didn't really have the confidence to talk to girls in person. I didn't really have the mental clarity to focus on things other than lustful activities and lustful thoughts. Sometimes I would even avoid being around my family just so I could get in the back room and do the deed, and it was disgusting. I felt like a shell of a person. I was always disgusted with myself. I always regretted it, and it was just a cheap outlet to just degeneracy. And it felt even worse when you released all these hormones and did all these things, but you were still alone. I didn't have anyone to call mine. I'm young, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was a disgusting period of time. And it was bad, man. I would go to school and certain girls would flirt with me. And I would go on the hub and find someone that looked identical to them. Like, you could literally find anything you want on there. It's pretty crazy, the access you have on the internet, and it's dangerous. But it got bad, man. It was almost like every day I was getting it in.
That's what's wrong with y'all. And I think what you talking about now is what's wrong with society today, bro. This what's wrong with niggas today, bro. When I go on Twitter, bro, that's all I see from niggas. Talking about girls. All these dudes never talked to a girl in their life either. And they talking crazy. And when a guy actually talks to them, the guy talks to a girl, he's about to do, they expect it's gonna be just like that. It's like what they see, and it's not. I'm gonna let him speak, man.
I noticed a difference in my physical health. Now, I've always been in shape, but I'm telling you, bro, I used to work out so much, but I would also release so much. My gains never changed. Now, yes, I made some increases, and I was growing too as a young male. But when I stopped, bro, I didn't have to work out nearly as much and retain muscle and all this stuff. But it got to the point where I was just so disgusted with myself. And I stumbled on a video. I wish I could remember so I could shout out to whoever it was. But I seen the concept of semen retention. And then I heard something about Mike Tyson doing it and this and that. So I wanted to try it out. 2 days went by, I relapsed. I went like a day after that, relapsed again. Then after that, I went a week, relapsed again. After that, I went like 2 weeks without, releasing, and I relapsed again. And then after that, I went on a 8-month stretch without releasing. And when I did, it was not, with my hand. And man, in that period of time, people, look, it's not a superpower to retain and all this stuff. Eventually it can be, but it's not gonna make you glow. It's not gonna. It's the byproduct of doing those things, conquering yourself. That's what I like to call it. When you conquer yourself, you conquer your lust. When you conquer your desires, that's what makes you glow. That energy that's what's inside of you You know what I'm saying? People not just gonna walk through you're retaining. You know, maybe now since it's such a talked about theme, but they gonna be like, man, it's just something about you, man, or you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't, you feel better about yourself when you learn to control your desires and not dig into that life. But over the course of those 8 months, especially after that first few weeks and the first months and stuff, those desires started to lessen, right? And I began to conquer myself. And I, instead of being so bored and staying up to 3 o'clock at night and, you know, finding an activity to help me out, I start filling my time in with more meaningful things, even just playing the game sometimes. I just filled in that space, get so busy to where you don't have time to be distracted, to where you don't have time to touch it. You know what I mean? When you get tired, lay down, put the phone away. But over the course of those 8 months, I felt like a superhero. One of the things that helped me out was deleting the distractions. It's hard to get distracted if there's no distractions. Any girls I would see that was half naked on Snapchat or Instagram, I would unfollow them, delete them. And still to this day, I have accounts that were on my social medias that I didn't even know how they got there. Some people buy out meme accounts and turn them into explicit content pages because they know they trap a lot of vulnerable minds. And I've had relationship issues about this thing. I'm like, look, I've been in that place before. I'm not going back there. So you're not going to tell me that I'm some lustful human being and I'm conquered by lust around the earth, because I was that at one point in time. And I hated that.
Wow.
I was disgusted by that. And I took the shadowy path to go conquer myself and go through that. Right? So I'm not lying to you by telling you I don't indulge in these things. I'm being truthful. I was disgusted. I hated myself for those things. You understand what I'm saying? It was disgusting. Disgusting to me. And I hated it, so I decided to make a change. And like I said, over the course of those months, it was just, bro, life-changing. I gained more confidence. In that time, I actually created an alternate ego called HBK Mun that had confidence. He had conversation skills. He was able to talk to girls, and you know, he stopped touching himself and all this stuff. If I'm gonna release, it ain't gonna be by me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling myself all these little things, creating all these little nuances, and it actually worked. And it got to the point where I truly just stopped desiring any of that, right? Now, what you can run into is when you stop, the desires may come, you know, more intense. The pleasure in doing, you know, the real thing, the real deed, it becomes more pleasurable. But you just have to find a balance, man. Eliminate those distractions. Just resist it, man. Choose not to do it. A lot of us get addicted and we think it's no way out, and we think it's too hard to quit all these things. But the easiest part is just deciding not to quit. Or the hardest part is deciding not to quit or deciding to quit. If you're addicted, decide to not be addicted. Decide to quit drugs. Decide to quit porn. That's what you need to do. But instead we go, man, I just can't, man. It's like, I'm too, you know, I'm too deep in. I can't stop now. You have to change your mindset. Become, my philosophy in life, or one of them, is become disgusted in what's not good for you. If that's keeping around people, if that's watching pornography, if that's doing this, doing that, become disgusted in it. Right?
That's some real shit though. That is some real shit. And I like the way this brother think. If literally saying, if you don't like something that you doing or something that's in your life, get disgusted with it, so you can stop fucking with it, bro. I fuck with that heavy. This is a lot. Like, I tell you, man. That's what the society need, bro. And it go both sides too, with men and women, because this shit ain't it, bro. Like, this shit is not it. Everything is literally sexualized, just like that, just like what he talking about, for real. And like, it's and what he's talking about is literally everywhere. It's everywhere. And so it's too much lustful shit in the media. So you gotta become disgusted with that shit, man. You gotta have self-discipline. And I like that from him. I'm
right.
Finish
when your mom try to give you that nasty medicine, what you do? Nasty. That's how it should be for your life, right? Porn, following all these girls, DMing all these girls, just caving into this lust. We scrolling on TikTok. They got accounts, bro. It's insane. They literally are manipulating the male mind. It's nothing wrong with looking at a girl. It's nothing wrong with being attracted to a girl. But what the problem is you're allowing your natural ability, your natural instinct to be taken over and used against you. Like, you're not supposed to be horny all the time. You're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, this big ball of horniness all the time. But social media is overly saturated with women who are chiseled by the gods themselves. You have to choose to remove yourself from that. You have to choose to stop liking those videos and start training your algorithms to show you things that matter. Scrolling on social media and all this stuff is already bad enough, but you're going to just add fuel to the fire. That's why it takes accountability. I know the title may be misleading, pornography ruined my life, but I ruined my life through pornography. I ruined my life through lust. I chose to change, right? I'm no longer addicted. Like I said, I've been out of high school for X amount of years, right? I'm 20, by the way. But it was like my freshman and sophomore year, I was heavily addicted to that stuff. And I quit. And I would advocate to my friends and, people I was...
I ain't gonna lie to you, too. He stops at the right age, too. That's at the right age. I think that's where every guy should, stop. Because, every guy has that... Every kid had that stretch from 7th grade... It's either true. I would be trying either 6th grade to at least 9th, 10th grade, and after that, it's raps. And that's puberty. That's it. That's just how you going to you a teenager. We're about to become a teenager. You on that time. Things start to change. Things start to happen, and then boom. But around that time, by the time you in the 10th grade and junior year. By the time you're a junior in high school, I feel like you're a grown ass man. By the time you're able to drive, because by junior year, sophomore, junior year, you should be able to drive by then. You're a grown ass man. And grown ass men have discipline. And grown ass men have confidence. And grown ass men have the mentality not to do that. Which is facts.
Close to or came across like, yo, you ever, you know what I'm saying, you have any problems with this? And I would advocate for it and try to help people because I know what it did for me. And I noticed when I see dudes are not confident and I had to get one off, and it's like, yo, it's more to life, bro. It's more to life. Now, what I will advocate on, I would much rather you do it yourself, then you gonna make a crazy decision and go touch something that you wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole, or to go touch something that may leave you with, a STD, a sexual transmitted disease, or a sexually transmitted demon. I would much rather you do that. That's where balance comes in. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna ever advocate for watching porn. Touching yourself is kind of iffy when it comes to balance, because sometimes it's best to get things released. But there should always be a balance in everything you do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The journey
with semen retention, maybe it is unbalanced because you have so many things you have to break away from. You have to just shut down and go celibate. Celibate is not some type of goal. It's a lifestyle. So you can't really dig in and out. You have to go and turn this thing into a lifestyle, quitting until you can reap those benefits. And then you can control the flow of whatever. But I probably went all over the world to make this video, but I just wanted to help somebody out, man. Let you know, man. If you're addicted, man, just realize that you're addicted. Don't deny it. And just embracing your mind that you want to quit and you will. Don't talk about how hard it is. Just quit, bro. Go cold turkey. Go cold turkey. Resist it. Block it on your phone. Do something. Put your phone down at night. I don't know. But you're not alone, man, and it's a way out. It can really mess up your mind. It can mess up relationships and things like that. But if it's a way in, it's always a way out, man. It may be harder to get out, but it is what it is, bro. But I'm Shaman Davis. If you're new, welcome to the tribe. I appreciate y'all for watching.
Shaman, bro, you a real nigga, man. Shaman's real. I'm about to sub with this nigga. I'm about to show him some love. Shaman's a real dude, bro. How long he been doing YouTube, bro? Wow, he just be posting his shit. He really just be posting his shit for real. Wow, this a real nigga for real, bro. This a real dude, man. Y'all show that man some love, bro. But nah, man, he ain't lying though. When he talk about that balance, bro, and I talked about that in I believe one of my videos. Talk about life. It's all about balance. Yeah, that's facts. And he ain't never lied. It's always balance, bro. And you know, according with that, what he was talking about, I know people that have that problem, and I ain't say nothing, but you can tell, you can just tell, bro. I know a guy, zero confidence, zero. He talks high game, but he has zero confidence, and and talking to, you know, and I can tell that's probably what he do. So. And I tell him every time, man, it's all about balance. That man ain't got balance in his life. And it's sad for it. And I'm telling you, man, people don't be taking the initiative to get out of it. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. So wow, that's great, man. That's great. Again, show Shimon some love, man. Y'all wanna follow him. I definitely just did. That's a great guy. He seemed like a great down to earth guy. But alright.